Well, how's it going, friends? Welcome on in. It is a Wednesday night. It is playoff week. That can only mean one thing. It is Prospect League. This is our third of 7 streams, I believe, for Prospect League for this season, or 10th edition of the league. And thankfully, we got some players to welcome on in. We got 4 new players to welcome in today. In fact, one on each team. Let's start with the robots since I'm already here. Our first one, new create, shortstop Sis Jones. So be shortstop for the North Robots. Welcome to the PBE, Sis. And then we'll do East last. Then we'll head over to the Beach Boys, who have a second pitcher. So now we have 2 teams with 2 starting pitchers, which makes people's lives easier, aka me, when it comes to figuring out what games we're watching tonight and future streams. But welcome Benjamin Abenduct, user Schnee. Schnee, welcome to the PBE. A junk baller starting pitcher for the Beach Boys. And then we head out west to the Cane Fires. They have a new hitter, Byron Joseph, user March 313. Welcome to the league, Marsh. I believe this was a balanced second baseman, if I remember correctly. But for the West Cane Fires, and I have a spoiler alert. The East have another pitcher. I have a dual spoiler alert, or really a plot twist. The pitcher is actually a fielder. Shout out to Dub City, a recreate, a starting pitcher. I know I had to reread it twice just to make sure I got this down right. A starting pitcher, but he's out in left field. Um, the Phillies fan in me makes me think of a guy like Michael Lorenzen, also a former Red. Shout out to my mod tonight, who is now 50 and 19 in perfect league, or perfect team, I should say. Um, but welcome Dub City, a starting pitcher for the East Sharks, who happens to be an outfielder. Um, we will be streaming 4 games tonight. Just kind of the way that schedule rolled out. Because we're starting out with a lot of quick sims. In fact, let me get that. There we go. It's gonna bother me. Because we are going all the way up to October 3rd. So we usually do 9 games a piece per stream. And yes, the first stream game, we have a few quick sim days. So the first one's going to be North versus the East. But as I mentioned, we do have some quick sims to go through. So let me go ahead and finish this day real quick. All right, North face the East, and East will get the win. In fact, all the runs were scored in for the North were in the first, and for the East were in the fourth. But 4-3 is your final. For the North, I see. Oh man, Ashley Joanna Williams with their 6th home run already in Prospect League. Hitting 205, but hitting those dingers, and it was a 3-run shot this time around. And then Sir Poe going 1 for 4. Sis Jones in their Prospect League debut going 1 for 4 with a run scored. Also making their Prospect League debut for the East, a starting pitcher going 3 for 4 with their first Prospect League home run. Also threw in a stolen base. Why don't you? So great debut for a starting pitcher. And then for our actual pitchers, Bill Pitt will get the dub. Trey Taylor the loss. Ira Moore hold. Lua Exos getting their 4th save. Only man, I wish I could just come in for just 1 out. Get me just throw 4 pitches, boom, I'm done. Player of the game is a pitcher, in this case, a starting pitcher. Um, so fun first box score to look at on the stream. Let's take a look at West versus South. This one, oh my gosh. So the South were up 7, I'm assuming 7 or 8 nothing actually. 8 nothing. Gave up 3 in the 6th, 4 in the 8th, and then 1 in the ninth, and then lost in the top of the 10th. This is gonna be a spicy stream, I feel like. Let's look at the box score. Byron Joseph in their debut, 1 for 4 with a walk and a run scored. And then for the South, Bass Reeves 1 for 5 with their second home run in Prospect League. I see Jose got a hit as well. Trex Dan going 2 for 4. For the pitching, Capsaicin and Shrub getting the win. Man, 1 and 2/3 innings, only needed 8 pitches to get through it. That's some efficiency. Charlie Zhu will take the blown save and the loss. Brandon Zahn is your player of the game, and I thank you, sir. I see that we have a prediction up. North versus East. Who wins? Northeast, who wins? So that is your prediction. In fact, I got points and I can gamble today. We're gonna do. I'm gonna try to spite. Unless y'all make me broke. There you go. I'll throw in a couple thousand. There you go. There's a reason why I went with East. And y'all will see when we get there. But let's move on. Got got I think 2 more quick sim days, and one of them is a travel day. So that means we got 2 more box scores to look at. Something is amiss here. Okay, hang on a minute. Timeout. Timeout on the field. How is Jay Blanco starting? Somebody skipped the starter. Because, yeah, why are you all 1 behind? Hang on a minute. Reynolds just pitched. How did that happen? I think I know what happened. Hang on a second. I may have to pull an all. I may have to make some executive decisions today. Let me reference. Let me reference my cheat sheet because I think I know what happened. Because usually when we add people, we take out a legacy player, and yeah, that's exactly what happened. All right. Um, if Punk's listening, Punk, you can be mad at me later. I'm gonna fix this real quick. Because we can't have the rotations thrown off. So, oh, that's right. Hang on, and then I will switch that momentarily. But it should be Will Millis getting the start. All right, because that's gonna throw off the entire schedule for the rest of this prospect league. There we go. That's better. All right, everything's back aligned. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program in progress. West versus the South, and it's going to be the West getting the win. Wow. So it was 3-1 West. They made it 6-1, and then the South tried to pull off the comeback with 4 in the bottom of the 7th. Byron Joseph going 1 for 5. See, Vishy popped in just in time. Razmataz Buckshank going 2 for 4 with a run scored. And then for the South, Bass Reeves going 2 for 5 with a run. And then Trex Dan also going 1 for 4. Jimmy G will take the win. Wo Millis will take the loss. Brandon Zahn is your player of the game. And then we have North versus the East. And oh my, 10-1. East get the win over the defending champs. For the North, Sis Jones going 1 for 4 with the only run scored off the bat of Ashley Joanna Williams going 1 for 4 with that RBI. For the East, a starting pitcher 3 for 5 with a run batted in and 2 runs scored. Um, and then looking at the pitching, Magnus Peters will take the win, Harris Rodriguez will take the loss, and Kinsella will get the save. Magnus Peters is your player of the game. Go ahead and save. And then before we get into our stream game, I'm going to go ahead now I can go ahead and refix this real quick because now that should put everything back the way it should be. Oh no, right there. All right, everything's back to normal. All righty, let's go to our matchup here. North versus the East is your first stream game tonight. I made a promise. I'm a man of my word because I didn't realize in our first 2 streams the way the rotations work. One particular person has not had a chance to see their player. Well, I got good news and I got better news for you, Twix. We get to see Yahound not once but twice tonight. I made it work. Everything worked out. So and now that we have 2 teams, 2 starting pitchers, now everybody should be getting a lot of love on streams now, rotation wise. But this is your matchup for tonight. I see somebody matched me. I'm looking at this prediction now, and I see it's actually fairly even right down the middle. So some people back me up tonight. We got pretty much 50-50. If you are new, this is your first time watching the stream. Oh no, thankfully I have never seen the yips happen in OOTP. I mean, and that's coming from someone whose player got OOTP'd last night. If you're new to the stream, this is your first time watching, and you just created a player, or you've been keeping up those points, lurking in the background. All of a sudden, now you want to create a player. 10,000 Twitch points equals $1 million in PBE money that you can use for training, or it could go towards equipment to improve your player, etc. You only need to fill out that Twitch form once. It just basically shows that it links your Twitch username to your forum username, so that way when you redeem them, our lovely mods know who to pay. But so yeah, so it's always good to gamble. Especially if you're feeling good about it, you never know. I'm sure we'll run to some value bets tonight. But I see that prediction's about to run. I'm going to just let it run out. I think there's probably like 30 seconds on it. But yeah, it's just me in the booth. I may or may not have a special guest. I'm keeping an eye out on Discord. I may have somebody pop in, keep me company in the booth. But it just means you guys get a lot of play-by-play from me tonight. I'll be doing lots of talking. Since that's all I do. I am the talking head of our prospect league. But yeah, that prediction's pretty much done. Let's get into our first game of the night. It's going to be Jonas Martinez leading off against Yahoo. Let's head out to, I believe it's the East's ballpark is City Field. Oh no, that's right. It's Petco Park. North's Park is City Field, as Martinez is going to lead it off with a gapper. So the leadoff runner is in scoring position for Sir Poe, who's going to get a base hit, and that's going to bring the run home. So it is now 1-0 North on the board first. Dribbler in front. Oh, it's bobbled. It is bobbled by the catcher, so the runner will get on, and that's going to be a fly ball to right by France Jr. for the first out. Runner goes to third, so runners in the corners for Williams. Swing and a miss, strike 3, big strikeout. So 2 down here in the top of the first for Catch. Right back to the pitcher, not in time though. Infield single, and it's 2-0 North. And now Lindsay to the plate. Ground ball to short. They get the force at second to retire the side. It is 2-0 North up front. And now a starting pitcher facing Wombat Jones, that's going to be a grounder for out number 1. And now Mitchie Mantle is caught looking strike 3. Just got the bottom of the zone. And Jigglesworth will also go down on strikes, and the side is retired. East go down in order 1, 2, 3. North remain up front 2-0 as we head to the top of the second, and Jalexi Alexander leading off. And that's going to be that's going to fall in, and it's going to be out at second, trying to stretch it way out at second, as that's going to be a ground out by Pengi to the first baseman. Top of the order for Martinez. Another grounder to the first base side. Toss over to Hound covering at first. And the North go down 1, 2, 3, despite getting a base hit. As we head to the bottom of the second, McQueen's going to lead off with a fly ball to center. And that's going to be out number 1. And now Press Duckley. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down for Boog Barrow. Ground ball bobbled by the shortstop. Fumble, bumble. Oh no, they're going to score an infield single actually. So not an error. It's going to be a base hit, but that's going to be a fumble bumble off the bat of Jameson. Runners at second and third now for Infante, who will hit a grounder, and the side is retired. East leave a couple stranded as we head to the third, and Sir Poe leading off. Called strike 3. Got the friendly call on the outside part of the plate. One down for Sis Jones. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. So 1 out, base runner is on for Ty France Jr. Another ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Runner holds at second. So runners at first and second, 1 down for Williams. Ground ball, there's 1. They're going to get the double play. 4, 6, 3 to retire the side as we go to the home half. East still down by 2. It'll be Durr leading off. Grounder bobbled at third. That's going to be scored in error on Alexander. And now top of the order for a starting pitcher. That's another bobble. Hot potato. 3 errors for the North already. As Mantle's going to hit a base hit all the way to the wall. That's going to score at least 1. They're going to hold the runner at third, and now the East could potentially tie it or maybe even take the lead. They trailed 2-1, no outs. Jigglesworth, that's a base hit to left. That's going to score 1. They'll hold the runner at third, and we are tied at 2. Still no outs here in the bottom of the third. Runners to the corners for McQueen. Grounder to short. There's 1. They're going to get the double play, but the run will score. East take the lead. It is 3-2. Bases empty. 2 outs for Duckley. Grounder, and that will be out number 3, and the side is retired. East come back thanks to 2 errors by the North. Or I beg your pardon, 1 error by the North. There in the top or in the bottom half of the inning. We hit the top of the 4th as Catch. That is hit deep, and that is gone. Dinger time for Cassius Catch. North respond back and tie it up. First homer of Prospect League for Catch. And that will bring up Patrick Lindsay to the plate. And that is hit deep to center, and that is off the wall. And that's going to be a double for Patrick Lindsay. And now Alexander to the plate. Popped up in the infield. Third baseman will make the catch. 1 down. And Pengi up to the plate. Grounder. That'll be out number 2. Runner goes to third. Top of the order for Martinez. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to score the run. North get 2 here in the top of the 4th to retake the lead, 4-3. And now Sir Poe is going to hit a base hit to left. The inning will roll on. Runners at first and second for Sis Jones. Fly ball to right field, and that's going to be caught to finally retire the side. North get two on the board and retake the lead. Both teams just exchanging punches to one another. Let's see what if the East can respond back. Boog Barrow is going to swing and miss for strike three. One down to start the fourth. And now Lucas Jameson. That is going to be caught in left field for out number two. And Infante's going to take it outside for ball four. So that'll bring Durr to the play with a runner on base. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that's how the fourth inning will end. North with the 4-3 lead as we head to the fifth and Ty France Jr. And he will go down on strike. Strike three, one away. Williams is going to hit a fly ball to deep center, track, and caught at the wall. Oh my, that almost had a chance, and that's going to be a fly ball by Catch, caught for the out. North go down in order 1-2-3. We're at the halfway point. Still anybody's game. It's 4-3. And it'll be top of the East order and a starting pitcher. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. So a leadoff single for the East. And a bunt. A bunt by Mantle moves the runner. Look at that bunt. Jigglesworth is going to hit a fly ball to the left field corner, but it's going to be caught. Two down now for McQueen. Base hit up the middle. They're going to send the runner. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time, in the East tied up 4-4. As that is going to be out number three. They get the force at second, but the East have tied it up. It is 4-all as we head to the sixth. Lindsay is going to lead off with a strikeout. Fourth strikeout for you, Hound. Alexander is going to drop that into center field for a base hit. Oh, he tried to steal. He's going to get there in time. Runner at second for Pangy, who will strike out. Big strikeout there. Two outs, top of the order again for Martinez. Ground ball, and that's going to retire the side. Through 5.5, we are tied 4-piece. Boog Barrow checks his swing. That's ball four. So leadoff runner is on for the East, and Jameson ground ball. There's one. They're going to go around the horn for the double play. 5-4-3 as that's hit deep off the bat of Infante, and it's gone. Dinger time. Adrian Infante with his fourth home run, and this season the Prospect League gives East the lead 5-4. As Durr's going to line that to the right fielder to retire the side, but the East have retaken the lead 5-4 as we head to the final third in this one, top of the seventh. And Sir Poe leading off against a new pitcher, Reggie Garfield, and he'll strike out. Sis Jones now. That is deep to right, and that is gone. Dinger time. We're tied. Sis Jones with their first home run in Prospect League. And it's a big one. It ties the game back up at 5. Ty France Jr. pops it up foul ground. Catcher will make that catch for out number 2. And now Williams is going to strike out. It is stretch time. And this has been a great game. Great game to watch to start off the stream. Lots of back and forth action. Anybody's game as Al Duggar out of the pen will face the top of the East order and a starting pitcher who will ground out. And now Mitchie Mantle will walk. So runner on, one out. Jigglesworth pops it up, foul ground. Williams will make the catch for out number 2. And that swing and a miss, strike 3 by McQueen. Heading to the 8th. Knotted up, 5 apiece. Cassius Ketch will lead off. Hard grounder, but they'll make the play over to first, 1 down. Lindsay with a grounder to short. That will be the 2nd out. And now Jalexi Alexander with another ground ball. And the North go down in order 1, 2, 3. Heading to the home half, it'll be Press Duckley leading off. That is hit a laser and it's over the wall and gone. A laser dinger time for Press Duckley, and the East take the lead 6-5. Just getting over the short porch out there and right. As Barrow will ground it to the shortstop, 1 down. Lucas Jameson is going to ground it back to the pitcher. 2 away for Adrian Infante. Popped up. Long run for the right fielder, makes the catch. And all of a sudden, the North have their backs against the wall. They need to get at least a run to stay in it. It'll be Pangy to lead off against Garfield. And that's going to be a base hit. The tying run is aboard with no outs. We're going to go top of the order to Martinez. Called strike 3. Up and in, challenged on the changeup. And now Serpo. Inside ball 4. So the tying run is in scoring position. The leading run is on for Sis Jones. Base hit to right. They're going to send the runner. Throw the plate is missed by the catcher. Oh my goodness. That is going to be an error. Called strike 3 on France. This game is unreal as Exos will come out from the pen. Slow roller, throw to the first is in time, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 6. Oh, what a crazy game we ran ourselves into as Durr will lead off for the East. Grounder to short, over to first in time, 1 down. Top of the order now for a starting pitcher. That is deep to right. Is that enough? It's gone! Walk it off! Welcome to the Prospect League, a starting pitcher. East win an absolute thriller to start off our night of Prospect League. 7-6 is your final. Oh, man, I'm sweating and I don't even have a player in this game. Oh, my goodness. Man, somebody better clip that walk-off. That's all I'm going to say. If not, I'll do it after the stream. Wow, what a game. Oh my goodness, and I actually won the bet. I picked East, didn't I? See, I had good see, my name is Nostradamus. I knew that was going to happen. Not really. But man, we had 22 hits in this game. We had five errors, I believe. Just a back and forth. I think this chart is actually correct this time. Yeah, this chart, I would say this chart is actually correct. Sometimes it gives us a old chart, but that looks like almost like my heart rate. But let's take a look at the box. Serpo going 2 for 4, a ribby, a run, a walk. Sis Jones 3 for 5, including their first homer of Prospect League, getting 2 runs batted in. For the East, a starting pitcher. I mean, y'all saw it. We saw it together. 2 for 5, RBI, 3 runs, hit the walk-off. Both starting pitchers were not involved with this decision. Exos out of the pen getting the dub. Garfield the blown save. Al Duggar the loss. Sis Jones is the player of the game. I would also throw in a starting pitcher. We'll do co-players of the game on that. You hit a walk-off, you should get player of the game. Meanwhile, South, with 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th, will sneak out the win against the West. Taking a look at our box, the final was 5-2, by the way. Byron Joseph going 1 for 5 with their first home run in Prospect League. Razmataz Buckshank getting on base with a walk. Bass Reeves going 2 for 4 with a run scored. And Trek Stan also going 1 for 4. Neither starting pitcher involved in this one as well. Um, Smith will get the win. Kylo Ren will get the loss. Winton is your player of the game. And quick turnaround. We're heading into our next. We definitely got to make sure I save that after the game that we just watched. Got to make sure we save. Let's finish today. We're heading into our next stream game. Another Prospect League debut tonight. It's going to be the South versus the East. We got our first look at the lefty junk baller and Benjamin Abenduct. And by the way, I see that. Thank you. We got the no is the value. Okay, so here's the thing. So here's a lesson for you, Daedalus. See, you can't point out the value bet early. You got to let the people use their points, and value bet. We don't know what the value bet is till unless it's one of those things where it's like super out there. I don't know. The last two box scores we just looked at, neither starter got the win. Just saying. Because see, if you call out the value bet, then it's not going to be a value bet. But see, I don't think you put value bet last time. Or if you did, I just didn't notice, which reading is hard. So, oh, on the first to homer? Okay, fair enough. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that makes sense because so a lot of times there is at least one home run in a game. I would say that's one of the exceptions. But we do have that prediction up. Will either starter record a win? Or will it be like the last two box scores we looked at and there's no decisions for both of them? Or even, one of them could take a loss and the other team could maybe have a relief pitcher win. But will either starter record a win? We'll be getting our first look at the South tonight. Bass Reeves, Trex Dan, and as I mentioned, our new starting pitcher in Benjamin Abenduct. And we just watched I mean, man, how are the East going to respond? Are they going to come out flat? Is the run going to continue after the absolute thriller of a game they just finished up with? Oh, I see you're about to close it. All right, I'll get on into it. I'll get a move on. I'll get a move on. Benjamin Abenduct on the mound face a starting pitcher to start things off. By the way, just a fun fact: wind blowing out to center at 7 as we head to Toronto. Pretty spacious ballpark. I don't know if that means we'll be seeing dingers, lots of dingers tonight. But here we go. That's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher, 1 down. And now Mitchie Mantle. Ground ball to the second baseman, 2 outs. Jigglesworth with a deep fly ball to right. That is gone. Dinger time for Jim Jigglesworth. And the East strike first. It is 1-0. Second home run of Prospect League for Jigglesworth, as Lightning McQueen is going to be walked. So the inning will continue on. Runner at first with 2 outs for Press Duckley. Fly ball to left. That's going to be caught, and the side is retired. East get on the board first. They lead 1-0 as Bass Reeves will lead off against Joe Kelly. Check swing, no swing, ball 4. So leadoff runner is on for Winton. Picked him off. Pick off at first. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs just like that. And now Jose will come up to bat. Fly ball to right, and that's going to be caught in front of the track. And the side is retired. We head to the second. It'll be Boog Barrow leading off. Called strike three. Got him on the inside corner. So one down. Lucas Jameson to the plate. Grounder to short. Makes the play over to first. Two outs for Infante, who will hit a base hit up the middle. So base runner on for the East. And now Durr. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that's how the top of the second will end. Still a 1-0 game as Hingle McCringleberry will lead off for the South. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down, second strikeout for Kelly. And now Harrison. Popped up, foul ground. Third baseman Durr will make the catch. And that's going to be a blooper into left center off the bat of Tyra. So 2-out base runner as well for the South. Runner going, throw to second is not in time. So McDowell will have a runner in scoring position. That ball gets away. McDowell's going to have a runner at third base with 2 outs. Fly ball to left, and that is caught. And the runner at third will be stranded. Score remains the same as we head to the third, top of the East order, and a starting pitcher. Line drive right. Oh, what a catch in right field. McDowell with the web gem. One down. McDowell on the run for that one as well and will make the catch. And now Jigglesworth is going to take ball 4. Lots of 2-out base runners for both these teams starting out as McQueen, that gets away. Runner goes to second. So runner at second base now as that's popped up in the infield, and that is going to be caught by Trex Dan over at first. We head to the bottom half of the inning. So pickoffs happen a lot more frequently than you would expect. I know at least once a stream, there's at least a pickoff as Trex Dan's going to hit a gapper to lead off the bottom of the third. So leadoff runner is on. Bunt. Look at that bunt. Oh, I love a good bunt. Runner at third, 1 out. That's going to be a base hit off the bat of Bass Reeves, and Trex Dan will score. South will tie it up 1-all. And now Winton is going to swing and miss for strike 3. 2 outs. Jose to the plate now as that's hit pretty well to right, but it's not going to have enough. And that will retire the side. But the South have tied it up. We're 1-all heading to the fourth. And Press Duckley will lead it off. That is hit deep to left. Does it have enough? It's gone. Dinger time for Press Duckley. 4th homer of the season. East respond back with a run. They take the lead back. It is 2-1. And now Boog Barrow to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 75-mile-an-hour knuckle. So 1 down for Jameson. Fly ball left field. That's going to be caught for out number 2. Infante is going to swing and miss. Strike 3. 4 strikeouts through 4 innings for Benjamin Abenduct. East retake the lead, 2-1. Meanwhile, out-of-town scoreboard, West have the 3-0 lead as that game heads to the 5th. Swing and a miss by McCringleberry starts the bottom of the 4th. And now Winston Harrison back to the plate. Grounder to first. Easy play over first base. 2 down for Tyra. And that's going to be a base hit to left. So another base runner on for the South. And now William McDowell to the plate. Grounder to the shortstop. They'll make the play at first. And the side is retired here in the 4th. East maintain the 1-run lead as we head to the 5th, and Durr leading off. Called strike 3 at the knees. 1 down here in the 5th. Top of the order now for a starting pitcher. Grounder, first base side, takes it unassisted. 2 outs. Mantle is going to hit a fly ball to left. That's caught, and the East go down in order. 1, 2, 3. We're at the halfway point. Anybody's game. It's 2-1 East up in front. and it'll be Trex Dan to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss, strike three, one down. Colton James now to the plate. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. Six strikeouts for Joe Kelly thus far. Quarter will reset and we'll go to Bass Reeves. Hard grounder to the shortstop, but they'll make the play over to first. And the South go down in order as well. 1, 2, 3. Heading to the sixth, it'll be Jigglesworth leading off for the East. Grounder, bobbled. Tried to make the throw over. That's going to be scored in error. And McQueen's going to be walked. So runners at first and second with no outs for the East. New pitcher out of the pen will be Maxwell Reed. And they'll strike out Press Duckley. Big strikeout there. One down for Boog Barrow. Swing and a miss, strike three. Back-to-back Ks for Reed and now Jameson. Base hit to right. They're going to send the runner. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time. So it's going to be a RBI single for Jameson. Insurance run for the East. It's 3-1. And now Infante. Grounder third base side. They get the force at second by inches. And the side is retired. East get a run on the board. It is 3-1 as we head to the home half. And Winton will lead things off. Pop up foul ground. Dan will make the catch. McQueen will make the catch for out number one. Jose with another ground ball to the first base side. 2 outs for McCringleberry. Line drive to right, but it's going to hang for the right fielder, and the South go down in order. 1, 2, 3. And we head over to the seventh. And it'll be Durr leading off against Reed. Pop up. And it's going to be the second baseman making the catch in shallow right. Top of the order for a starting pitcher who also hits a pop up. That's going to be caught by Harrison. 2 down. Mantle will swing and miss, strike three. East also go down in order. Time to stretch. East hanging on to a 2-run lead. And it'll be Harrison leading off for the South. And that is going to bloop on into center field for a base hit. So the tying run in Tyra will come to the plate. Base hit to left. The tying run is on. No outs. Runners at first and second for McDowell. Bunt. That is a gutsy bunt. Second and third went out for Trex Dan, who will hit a fly ball to center field. This should be deep enough. Throw to the plate is not in time, and that will be a sac fly for Trex Dan. Tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs and Colton James to the plate. Grounder to third, and they get him out of first. But the South, they scratch back a run. It is now 3-2 as we head to the eighth, and Jim Jigglesworth will lead it off. Fly ball center field. That's going to be caught for out number one. Lightning McQueen to the plate. Slow roller. Reeves will get it over to first in time. 2 outs now for Duckley. And Duckley's going to hit a base hit to left. So eighth inning will continue, and Boog Barrow to the plate. Runner going, throw to second, is in time. Gunned him down. So that run will not score. 3-2 remains your score as we go to the top of the South order and Bass Reeves to face Lua Exos out of the pen. Grounder to the second baseman Mantle for out number one. That is going to be a gapper into right center field off the bat of Winton. Tying run will be in scoring position with 1 out. And now Jose to the plate. And that's going to be a base hit to center field. They're going to hold Winton at third. Runners in the corners, 1 out for McCringleberry. Called strike three. Big strikeout. And now Harrison. Fly ball. Who has it? It's going to be the right fielder kind of shaded out there in center field. And the tying run will not score. We remain 3-2 as we head to the ninth. And Boog Barrow leading off against Reed. Slow roller to short. 1 down. Now Lucas Jameson. Fly ball left field on the run, makes the catch. 2 outs. New pitcher Charlie Zhu from the pen will strike out Infante. And here we go, bottom of the ninth. Are we going to see magic again? 3-2. And it's going to be Tyra McDowell and Trex Dan here in the bottom of the ninth. Swing and a miss by Tyra, 1 out. And now William McDowell. That is going to be caught in left field. What a catch by a starting pitcher. As Trex Dan's going to hit a fly ball to left, and this game is over. A starting pitcher may have saved the game there. 3-2. East will get the win in another great game. Let's take a look at the box. For the East, few people getting some hits. I mean, a starting pitcher with that huge web gem, despite going 0 for 4 at the plate. For the South, Bass Reeves 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. Trex Dan going 1 for 3 as well with an RBI and a run scored. So a starting pitcher did get the win. I don't know if Daedalus is back. I know he had to step away. But a start. So yes, was your winner in the prediction. And Abenduk will take the loss. Exos with their 5th save. Joe Kelly will be your player of the game. Meanwhile, oh my goodness. So the West heading into the 8th was up 6-2. North get 2 in the bottom of the 8th to make it 6-4. West get an insurance run 7-4, and then the North score 5 in the bottom of the 9th. What happened here? A walk-off 2, oh my gosh. So a walk-off 2-run home run by Patrick Lindsay. But 2 batters beforehand, Ashley Joanna Williams with a 3-run home run. Wow. Let's take a look at this box score. Byron Joseph 0 for 4 with a run scored for the West. For the North, Serpo 1 for 4, 2 runs scored. And then Sis Jones 2 for 3, 2 walks, a run scored, 2 RBIs. And then Ashley Joanna Williams with the 1 for 4 with that 3-run home run. And then for the pitching, neither pitcher was involved in this, or neither starter was involved in this one. Capsaicin Shrub did get a hold. Whiplash will get the win. Kylo Ren the loss. Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo will be your player of the game. This is a very spicy Prospect League stream, I feel like. We do have some oh, so yeah, Vipers. It's always good. I mean, it's always okay. I mean, and the reason why is because you cannot materially change the result of the game. So yeah, don't worry about that. Me personally, I don't like if the Swifties were on stream or if the Toros were on stream, I don't gamble on those. That's just me being superstitious. But we do have some quick sims to go through for our next game. So let's get on into it. East versus the South. East are going to get the win despite the South trying to make it interesting in the bottom of the ninth. 8-5 was your final. For the East, looks like the bottom of the order was what led to most of the production. For the South, Bass Reeves 1 for 5. Trex Dan going 2 for 4 with a run scored. For the pitching, Bill Pitt will get the win. Scott Sterling will take the loss. Durr is your player of the game. Oh yeah. It could have been that could have been a good football reference, or it could have been a good baseball reference because of Pete Rose. But yeah, that was a big problem last off season. So many people. It's like, why couldn't you just wait till you go outside? Like, go drive down the street or something. I digress. West versus the North. And it's going to be the West with a run in the top of the ninth to get the win. And that was after the North tied it in the bottom of the eighth. Byron Joseph going 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI. And then for the East, or sorry, I beg your pardon, the North, Sir Poe 1 for 4. Sis Jones 0 for 2, but got 2 walks and a run scored. Ashley Joanna Williams 1 for 3 with a run scored as well. For the pitching, Capsaicus and Shrub will get a hold. Moscow Washburn will get the very traditional blown save, then the win. And then Murphy will take the loss. Jethro Gibbs is your player of the game. All right, moving on. West versus the North. North's going to get the win 4-2. Looking at the box score for the West, Razmataz Buckshank 2 for 4 with a run scored. For the North, Sir Poe 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored as well as a walk. Sis Jones 0 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Ashley Joanna Williams also going 1 for 4 with an RBI. Harris Rodriguez will take the win. Jimmy G will take the loss. And then Al Duggar will get the save. Harris Rodriguez is your player of the game. East versus the South. And it's going to be the East with a run in the top of the ninth. And what looked like a pretty good pitcher's duel, 2-1 was your final. A starting pitcher for the East going 1 for 4. For the South, Bass Reeves 1 for 3 with a run scored. I see Jose got a hit there as well. Ira Moore will get the win. Duke Smith will take the loss. Flan Reynolds is your player of the game. And then, thank you. I see a prediction up. Will we get? Oh, geez. Fair enough. Fair enough. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You all get a very rare will we get free baseball question. That's a very seldomly used question for obvious reasons. That game that y'all are wagering on is going to be this one, West versus the East. We get another look at Yahound. So, and I mean, even usually we don't have a team on 3 times, but it's also just kind of how the way that this rotation all worked out. Um, but from what it looks like, um, we're seeing a couple teams twice as well. So, um, but yeah, will we get free baseball in this game? Um, just I see what you did there, man. For my own good, for my own good, even though I'm like 500 points away from a million, I'll make it just for you, just for you. I really make it a value bet. No, give him more time. Give him more time. We're doing really good on time, so just, I want to see. I threw 2,500 out there, so yeah, we can wait a minute. We can wait a minute. Yeah, but that was before I put in a $2,500 wager, or 2,500 point wager, I should say. Yeah, I spiced it up for you though. I'll spice it up for you. Cause see, I can actually gamble and, give out points like candy, kind of, to my detriment. Because after this game, we only have one more game, which is gonna be the South versus the North. I will say this, if you're a rookie and you're completely new to the PvE, and I know some of y'all have been asking some great questions in the Discord, I highly recommend you stick around. I know last stream I showed you all me doing my some of my activities just to show you. Um, tonight, y'all get another tip. Y'all gonna watch me do an update, even though it won't be a full update because I don't have everything yet. But I can always edit it later. So you know that's cool. I'll show you all the updater tool for those who are new. So that way y'all get like a hands-on kind of look at it. Um, so yeah, so stick around. It is something new that I've added to Prospect League streams. Especially considering how short these are compared to regular PBE streams, I figured, let's throw out some tips, help y'all out. So in that way, because this is a good time to do things like this, get the practice down and get a feel for it while we're in kind of like this little lull. But I see somebody matched or somebody kind of threw some in there trying to take steal my points. All right, all right, all right. All right, mom. By the way, for those who are new, Daedalus is the only one I can give a hard time to because he is one of my players. So, and he gives me grief all the time, including right before this stream. Let's get on into it. Byron Joseph will be leading off against Yahound as we head back to Petco Park, which is somehow out east. Just use your imagination. Joseph is going to lead it off with a base hit to right field. So the leadoff runner is on for Tanner Colpitts. And that's going to be a base hit to right. Runner going to third, throw to third is not going to be in time. So runners in the corners, no outs for Buckshank. Base hit up the middle. West will strike first, 1-0. Now Brandon Zahn will pop it up foul ground. That is caught over at third by Durr, as that will be a walk to Black. So the bases are loaded and 1 out for Shabadoo. Ground ball, there's one. They're not going to turn to another run will score. So it's 2-0 West. Runners in the corners, 2 down for Schneeman. Swing, no contact, just a roll away on the pitch there. But that will be strike 3, and the runners will be stranded. But the West strike first, 2-0, and it'll be a starting pitcher leading off for the East. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and it'll be Lucas Jameson. Fly ball left field, that is caught, 2 outs. And Mantle will take the walk, 2 out base runner on for Lightning McQueen, and that's outside ball 4. So back-to-back walks, and now Jigglesworth. Grounder to get the force at second, and 2 more will be stranded, this time by the East. 2-0 as we head to the second, and John Francois Mayer leading off. Called strike 3 outside, just got the outside part of the zone on the cutter. 1 out for Jethro Gibbs. And that's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 out, base runner on. Swing and a miss for Joseph. So 2 outs, 2-hole batter. Colpitts, runner going, throw to second is not going to be in time. So stolen base by Gibbs. That is hit high to right, but it's just got a little too far under it. And it'll be caught to end the top of the second. It'll be Boog Barrow leading off for the East, Duckley and Durr right behind. As Barrow's going to hit a fly ball to center, that's caught for the first out. Now Press Duckley is going to hit a base hit up the middle. So 1 out, runner at first for Durr. And that is going to fall in for a base hit opposite field. Throw to third is not in time. So runners in the corners, 1 out for Infante. Runner going, or runner thought about, oh no, out. I saw the runner start to run. I was like, oh, is he stealing? That is a strikeout. Now they're stealing. And that's going to be a stolen base. So second and third for a starting pitcher who will take the walk. So 2 outs for Jameson with the bases juiced. That is going to, oh my goodness, what a catch. Jamal Black saved at least a run, maybe 2. And they will leave him loaded as we head to the third. Buckshank's going to hit a grounder to third for the first out. Brandon Zahn with a deep fly ball. We're just going to watch it fly. Dinger time for Brandon Zahn. His 10th. Oh, gosh. We're going to have to check Brandon Zahn again. Or was I forgot who it was last season. It was somebody else who, but I see 81. So, yeah, that was a legit homer from Zahn. But 381, 10 homers, 27. Batted in for Zahn already as Black will ground out. And Shabadoo will strike out, and the side is retired. 3-0 West after the home run by Zahn. As we head to the bottom half, Mitchie Mantle to the plate. Grounder to third, 1 out. Lightning McQueen called, strike 3. 2 outs. Now bring up Jim Jigglesworth. And that's going to be a walk. So 2 out base runner on for Boog Barrow. And that's lined to the first baseman. Zahn making plays in the hot corner as well as we head to the fourth. 3-0. West remain up front, and it'll be Schneeman, Mayer, and Gibbs here in this inning as Schneeman will take the walk. Runner going. Safe. So no double play right now for Mayer, but he'll strike out. So 1 down. 5 strikeouts already for you, Hound. Grounder by Gibbs. That's a big grounder there. Keeps the runner at second for Joseph, who is beaned. So runners at first and second for Colpitts. Fly ball center field. And that is going to be caught, and the side is retired. We head to the bottom half. It'll be Duckley, Dern, and Fonte leading off for the East. Duckley to the plate. Line drive, that's going to fall in for base hit to right. So leadoff single for Duckley. And now Durr. Runner going. Throw to second is not in time. So another stolen base in this game, as that's going to be a hard grounder. They'll get the out. Runner goes to third for Infante. Another ground ball. The run will score. It is now 3-1 on the ground out by Infante. We go to top of the order for a starting pitcher. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. But the East get a run on the board. It is now 3-1 as we head to the fifth, and it'll be Buckshank leading off. Hard grounder. That's going to be out number 1. Now Brandon Zahn, who hit the home run his last time up, is going to hit a line drive to right for a base hit. Runner going. Another stolen base in this game, this time by Zahn, as Black will swing and miss for strike 3. So 2 outs now for Shabadoo. Ball gets away. Runner goes to third. That ball gets away, and the run's going to score. 4-1 on the wild pitch. And now Shabadoo with a 2-1 count will hit it back to the pitcher, and that will end the top of the fifth. We're at the halfway point. West strike back. It's back to a 3-run game, 4-1. and it's going to be Jameson to lead it off for the Sharks. Fly ball to center, out number one. Hard grounder off the bat of Mantle. Two down, new pitcher and Tony Mazzarelli. That is hit deep to left, but caught at the wall. Oh my. A running catch at the wall by Black to save a run. And we remain 4-1 as we head to the sixth. And Schneemann will strike out. Jean-Francois Meyer will hit a grounder, and that will be two down. Swing and a miss by Gibbs, and that will retire the side here in the top of the sixth. It'll be Jigglesworth, Barrow, and Duckley here in the home half. Jigglesworth at the plate will swing and miss for strike three. Meanwhile, out of town scoreboard, North up 3-1. They got runners at second and third with no outs. As that's going to be a liner off the bat of Barrow for out number two. Duckley with a ground ball, and the East will go down in order 1, 2, 3. Seventh inning, and it'll be top of the order for Byron Joseph. Line drive, that's going to be a base hit to start off the inning. Colpitts, grounder, there's one. They're going to get the double play. 6-4-3. Two down for Buckshank, who will hit a base hit to left. Second hit of the game for Razzmatazz Buckshank. And now Brandon Zahn to the plate will swing and miss for strike three. And it is stretch time. 4-1 West up front. Coincidentally, it's a 4-1 game in our out-of-town scoreboard in the top of the seventh with the North up front. As Durr will lead it off with a pop-up in the infield, and it's going to be caught over at second by Joseph. Infante will get a base hit. So runner is on with one out for a starting pitcher in the top of the order. Gapper left center field. All the way to the wall. The run's going to try to score from first and will. RBI double for a starting pitcher. And the lead is now 4-2 in favor of the West. Jameson, base hit to right. They're going to send the runner from second. Throw to the plate is not in time. Jameson with an RBI single. It's a one-run game. New pitcher, beware of strikes from the pen to face Mantle. That's deep and it is gone! 4 runs at the bottom of the seventh, and Mitchie Mantle with a 2-run dinger time. And just like that, the East lead 5-4. Oh, the crazy things the East are doing at home as Lightning McQueen will strike out for the second out. Jim Jigglesworth to the plate. Ground ball, and that will be the third out. But the East, with 4 in the bottom of the seventh, will take their first lead in this game, 5-4, as we head to the eighth. And Jamal Black leading off against Garfield. And that is deep to left center, and we're tied! We're tied! Jamal Black on a 2-1 to left center field, and we are tied at 5. Oh, the craziness we're seeing the crazy games we're seeing on stream tonight as Shabadoo will pop it up in foul ground. Third baseman Durr will run out there and make the catch. Or I beg your pardon. Durr will make the catch, as that's a pop-up off the bat of Schneemann for out number 2. Fly ball to right off of Mayer, caught for out number 3 as we head to the home half of the eighth. Tied at 5. Are we going to see another walk-off tonight? Stay tuned as Boog Barrow will lead off for the East, and he'll take a walk. So the leadoff runner is on for the Sharks. Duckley with the bunt. Runner moves to second. Now Durr will strike out. 2 outs, runner in scoring position for Infante. Ball gets away. The leading run is 90 feet away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We're heading to the ninth. All tied up at 5. It's anybody's game for the West. It'll be Jethro Gibbs leading off. Grounder to the pitcher. 1 down, top of the order now for Joseph. Ground ball to short. 2 down. Colpitts. Grounder. And we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. And guess who's leading off? The guy who hit the walk-off in the last home game for the East on stream. A starting pitcher will lead off the bottom of the ninth, facing Beware of Strikes. Fly ball to center. This is not going to be deep enough, and it's going to be caught for out number 1. And now Lucas Jameson. Called strike 3, inside corner. 2 down for Mitchie Mantle. That's going to be a base hit to left. Winning run is on base for Lightning McQueen. And they'll be facing a new pitcher in Kylo Ren. And that's a walk. The winning run is now in scoring position for Jigglesworth. Pop up on the run, makes the catch, and wouldn't you know it, the one time we get a will we have an extra innings affair and we get free baseball. Maybe I'm not Nostradamus after all. Maybe it's Daedalus, as Buckshank will hit a fly ball to right for the first out. Zahn grounds it to the first baseman. 2 down. Black. Fly ball, and it is gone! It's gone! Jamal Black tied it in the 8th, gives him the lead in the 10th. Second home run, and it's 6-5. And laser to left field as Shabadoo will hit a fly ball to left. That is caught. We're heading to the bottom of the 10th. The East need at least a run to move on to the 11th. It's going to be Barrow, Duckley, and Durr due up. And now Boog Barrow, grounder to third, gets it to first in time, 1 down. Duckley, that is high. Is it have enough? Oh my goodness, it's caught at the wall. And now it's up to Durr, who will hit a base hit. The tying run is on the winning run to the plate in Infante, facing Capsaicin Shrub. Base hit to center field. The run will hold at second. Tying run in scoring position. A starting pitcher. Ball 4. The bases are loaded. Bases loaded. 2 outs for Jameson. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a crazy night of Prospect League we've had. 6-5. The West barely hang on. Oh my. The West almost blew a 4-1 lead. The East get the 5-4 lead in the bottom of the 7th, and then Jamal Black with a homer in the top of the 8th, and then again in the top of the 10th to give them the 6-5 win. Byron Joseph for the West, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Razzmatazz Buckshank going 2 for 5 with an RBI. For the East, a starting pitcher, 1 for 4 with a RBI double and also 2 walks. Neither starting pitcher involved in this one. Beware Strikes will get a blown save. Exos will take the loss. Kylo Ren will get the win, and Capsaicin Shrub will get the save. Jamal Black's your player of the game, and enjoy my Twitch points, chat. Enjoy my Twitch points as the North will get the 5-1 win versus the South. Looking at the box, Bass Reeves going 2 for 4 with their 3rd home run in Prospect League, as well as a run scored. Trex Dan 1 for 3 with a double. For the North, Sir Poe 1 for 4 with an RBI. And then Ashley Joanna Williams getting a walk and a run scored. Not Walrus. Wombat Jones. I'm pretty sure Walrus Jones is in this save too. Wombat Jones will get the win. Jay Blanco will take the loss. Wombat Jones is your player of the game. Or no, Walrus Jones was their previous player. See, I didn't eat before the stream. I usually eat a little something before the stream, but I had to kinda rush through it. So congratulations. It's legend during my time in the Prospect League, the good old nasbase is hungry stream. So yeah, lots of that's probably why this all these games have been crazy today. Maybe that's why. Our last stream game of the night. Our last stream game of the night. Yes, I do always blame it on the food. Um, hopefully you'll get a prediction up here in a moment, unless you did a flash prediction and I missed it. But our last stream game of the night is going to be the South versus the North. We get another look at Benjamin Abenduct, one of our new players here in Prospect League. As I'm gonna give there we go. Who wins? Thank you. Who wins? That is your last prediction of the night. Who wins? And y'all get to take more of my Twitch points. Y'all get to take more of my Twitch points. And by the way, meanwhile, I already know where we're rating into, um, just as a heads up. So, but after this game, y'all get to watch me do my update real quick. I'll show you all the updater tool for those who are new. So stick around. Um, hopefully, hopefully you get to learn something as well on the stream. As I guess I will. I guess I'll throw more of my points out there. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a good prediction tomorrow night's playoff stream with AJ. Um, and we'll talk about future streams too. Before we head on out. So yeah, I threw it on South. So I think I've broke actually I think I'm still up by like two. Well, actually, if I lose this one, I'd be pretty much break even. Because I'm on the first prediction. But give y'all maybe another minute or so to get the to wager in those points. I've seen some people redeem tonight as well. Um, so shout out to you guys cashing in on them Twitch monies. Yeah, we've had 3 games today. 2 of them have ended. Well, one went to extras, one ended on walk off, and then the other one could have gone to extras. I mean, it was just a fun night of fake baseball. As I see that prediction has ended, let's get into our final game of the night. South versus North. It'll be Bass Reeves at the plate to face Dion Mitchell on the mound. As we are in Citi Field for the first time tonight. Grounder to first, bobbled, fumble, bumble on the first play of the game. Bass Reeves is on. Winton with a grounder, only plays to first. So runner at second with one out for Jose, who will hit a fly ball to left center. That's going to fall in, and it's going to score a run. Jose going for 3. He's going to get it. RBI triple for Jose. And now McCringleberry is going to hit a fly ball to right. Is that going to be? Well, oh, it's bobbled anyway. It doesn't matter if it's far enough. Of 2 errors in this top of the first by the North. And it's costly. 2-0. Runner going. Throw to second is not in time. South putting on the aggression as Harrison's going to be walked. Runners at first and second. 1 out for Jazz Tyra. Outside ball 4. Bases juiced. 1 out for McDowell. Grounder, there's 1. No, not 1. Oh my gosh, 3. I don't know if I've ever seen 3 errors in an inning. That is also an error. It's 3-0 as Trex Dad's going to bloop that in. That's going to score 1. They're going to send the second runner, and that runner's going to score. 5-0 South on the 2 RBI single by Trex Dan. And now Colton James to the plate. Ground ball, there's 1. They're not going to turn 2. The South have batted around as Bass Reeves will come back to the plate. And that will be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And this inning is finally over. How's about 5 runs on 2 hits and 3 errors and 2 people left stranded in the top of the first inning? Breeze, how you doing, friend? As Jonas Martinez pops it up in the infield, and that's going to be caught by Reeves for out number 1. Line drive off the bat of Serpo to right field, and that'll be a 1-out base runner for Sis Jones. Called strike 3. Knuckle at the knees, 2 down. And now Ty France pinked off Serpo. Well, we'll see Ty France in the second inning. A pickoff to end the bottom of the first. What a crazy first inning as Winton will lead off for the South. Grounder back to the pitcher, but he beats it out. Infield single for Winton, and now Jose is called out on strikes. Fastball in the outside corner. And now Hingle McCringleberry. Fly ball center field. That is going to be caught for out number 2. Winston Harrison. Oh, what a catch in right field by Pangy. And that will end the top. Just a man, lots of action. If you came here for action, you came to the right place. Ty France Jr. will lead off. And that is deep. And that is gone. Dinger time for Ty France Jr. North are on the board 5-1. Ashley Joanna Williams to the plate will swing and miss strike 3 on another knuckle curve. 1 down now for Cassius Ketch. Line drive to left. Oh, great catch in left field by McCringleberry. As that is hit deep to left off of Lindsay, and it is gone. Dinger time for Patrick Lindsay. And it is now 5-2. Nobody on, 2 outs for Alexander. Check swing went around. 3 strikeouts or 2 innings for Benjamin Abenduct. North do get 2 runs on the board. It's still a 5-2 South lead as we head to the third and Jazz Tyra leading off. Slow roller first base side will toss it to Mitchell covering first, 1 down. McDowell with a grounder back to first. 2 outs now for Trex Dan with a slow roller, and the South will go down in order 1, 2, 3. We head to the home half. South with the 3-run lead, and it's going to be Pengy to lead things off. Slow roller in the infield, and they're not going to try to make a throw. Infield single for Pengy. Order resets to Martinez. Runner going. That's a stolen base. Runner at second now. That's a base hit opposite field. Pengy's going to try to score from second and will. North trying to fight their way back. They're down by 2 now. It's 5-3. And Serpo to the plate. Bunt. And they will move the runner to second. 1 out for Sis Jones. And that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to score the runner. All of a sudden, it's 5-4. Sis Jones with the RBI single, and now Ty France Jr. to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Williams, runner going, and they are safe. Stolen base by Jones as Williams will strike out, and that will end the third inning. North with 2 runs in the bottom of the second and 2 in the bottom of the third have made it 5-4 in favor of the South as we head to the top half of the inning, and Colton James leading off. Grounder to short, throw to first in time, 1 down. Top of the order now for Baz Reeves. Another slow roller on the left side of the infield, and that will be out number 2. Winton to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side goes down in order. As we head to the home half, still 1-run lead for the South, and Cassius Ketch leading off, and he is beamed. That's about the one other thing we've not seen in Prospect League so far, I feel like, tonight. We've not seen benches clearing brawl yet, as that's going to be a stolen base. Runner at second for Lindsay. Grounder, that holds the runner. So runner at second with 1 out for Alexander. Fly ball to center field. That is going to be caught. Runner holds, and now Pangy. Grounder in the shift, and that will retire the side. So the runner at second will be left stranded. Heading to the fifth, it's going to be Jose leading off for the South. Sky high pop up in front of the dugout. Alexander will make the catch, one down. And oh my goodness, another web gem by Pangy off the bat of McCringleberry, 2 outs. As Harrison's going to hit a ground ball off of draft bust Jimbo, and we have reached the halfway point. A very eventful first half to this one. Anybody's game, 5-4 South, and it'll be Jonas Martinez leading off. And that's going to be a gapper. In fact, that looked like it hit the railing above the orange line. I don't know what the ground rules are in OOTP's version of Citi Field. That should have been a home run, but Sir Poe will strike out for the first out. And now Sis Jones to center field. That is caught. Runner holds. Ty France Jr. to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Benjamin Abenduck through 5. South remain up front still 5-4. Tyro will lead off against draft bust Jimbo, and that's a grounder to start off the 6th. Line drive, that's going to bloop in for a base hit off the bat of McDowell. And now Trek Stand, runner going out by a country mile. 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the top of the 6th. 5-4 South as we head to the bottom half. Williams will lead off with a strikeout. 8th punch out for Abenduck tonight. Now Cassius Ketch is going to hit a sky-high fly ball to right, and McDowell will make the catch. 2 down for Lindsay. Another fly ball, this time to center, and that's going to be caught, and the North also go down in order 1, 2, 3. Heading to the 7th, it's going to be Colton James leading off against Jimbo. Fly ball to left, that is caught for the first out. Top of the order now for Bass Reeves. Popped up in the infield, and that's going to be caught by Catch on the run. And now Winton. That is going to be a base hit to center field, so that'll allow Jose to come to the plate. Facing Al Duggar, new pitcher. Bobbled. That is going to be an infield single for Jose. No error on that play. As McCringleberry, that's going to be smothered and held onto. Bases loaded on the infield single. Harrison will hit a ground ball to get the force at second. Stretch time, 5-4 South. Even though they left the bases loaded, they still have the lead. Meanwhile, a great game on the out-of-town scoreboard. 1-1 in that one, bottom 8 between the West and the East. As Alexander's going to hit a fly ball to left for the first out here in the 7th. Now Pangy, fly ball to right. That is going to be caught for out number 2. Ground ball up the middle off of Martinez and Benjamin Abenduck. 7 solid innings. Striking out 8. 5-4 remains your score. And it'll be Tyra leading off against Duggar. Line drive, that is going to be a base hit to right in the corner. Only held to a single. Bunt. McDowell with the bunt moves the runner. So runner at second, 1 out for Trek Stand. Fly ball right center field alley, and they'll make the catch. Runner holds. Colton James pops it up in the infield. And that is going to be caught by Jones. So the South will leave a runner stranded. Bottom half now. North need to somehow find a run, as that'll be it for starter, and it'll be Duke Smith in out of the pen and immediately gives up a fly out to Sir Poe, and Sis Jones will strike out. So 2 quick outs for Duke Smith. And now Ty France Jr. Popped up foul ground, and that is caught. We head to the ninth, 5-4, South up front. Meanwhile, East could be on another walk-off alert. They have the winning run aboard with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, tied at 1 in that game. As Reeves up the middle, that's out number 1, and that game is going to extras. So West and East going to extras again as Winton is going to hit a base hit to right. So runner aboard for Jose, and that's going to be a base hit to right. Going to third, and Jose is going to go to second on the throw. Base hit up the middle off the bat of McCringleberry's going to score both runs. 2 big insurance runs for the South. It's 7-4. And new pitcher out of the pen will be Dax Murphy. Harrison's going to ground out to short. 2 down now for Tyra. That ball gets away. Runner goes to third. Runner at third now. Tyra is going to take ball 4. So runners in the corners, 2 outs for McDowell. Grounder to third. Oh, it's bobbled. It is bobbled at third. That's the 4th North error. And it's going to cost him another run. It's 8-4. And now Trex down with a base hit up the middle. Runner's going to try to score from second. Throw to the plate's not in time. An RBI single by Trex Dan. And it is now 9-4 in favor of the South. Colton James with a grounder to the second base side, and they'll get it there in time. And all of a sudden, the North need to find at least 5 runs here in the bottom of the ninth. Big 4-run top of the ninth for the South. And it'll be Ashley Joanna Williams leading off against Duke Smith, and that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. So 1 down now for Cassius Ketch. Fly ball left field, and it's going to be caught at the warning track. Meanwhile, West and East are now in the 11th. Patrick Lindsay, that's going to be a base hit down the right field line. It's going to be a long single. The game will continue on. It'll be Jalexi Alexander who will swing and miss for strike 3. And this game is over as the South will get the win 9-4. 4 robots errors proved to be very costly. Taking a look at our box for the South, Bass Reeves 0 for 5, but did get a run scored. Trex Dan 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs. For the North, Sir Poe going 1 for 3. Sis Jones going 1 for 4 with an RBI. And then taking a look at our pitching, Abenduct will get the dub. Dion Mitchell will take the loss. Duke Smith will get the save. Your player of the game, Benjamin Abenduct, striking out 8, giving up 7 hits over 7 innings. West and East were in extras when we ended this game. Let's see who ended up winning. They went to 12, and it was an East walk-off. 2-1. Was it I saw Infante hit a home run. Was that the walk-off? It was. Adrian Infante with the East's 2nd walk-off home run in this stream, getting the solo shot in the bottom of the 12th in what was a pitcher's duel for the most part. 2-1 was your final. Taking a look at the West, Razmataz Buckshank going 1 for 5. For the East, except for Lightning McQueen's 3 hits, it was really the bottom half of the order, including Infante with that walk-off home run. For the pitching, Tucker will take the win, Wren the loss. Joe Kelly is your player of the game. Both starters with great starts, but Kelly will get the slight edge on player of the game nods. So we do have 1 day of Quick Sim. But that is our last stream game of the night. A very eventful night, I might add. Let's go ahead and finish the day. Take a look at these 2 quick sims real quick. So South versus the North. Oh my. So it was scoreless heading to the 7th, and then the North got 3 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th, and then the South managed to scrape a run across in the 9th. Taking a look at the box, Bass Reeves 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored for the South. Truck Stan also chipping in a base hit, going 1 for 3. For the North, Ashley Joanna Williams 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Pitching wise, Trey Taylor will take the win. Scott Sterling will take the loss, and Haas Shader will take their third save here this season. Trey Taylor is your player of the game. Final box of the night, West versus the East. And it's going to be the East getting the win 3-0 in a combined four-hitter. For the West, none of our prospects getting hits in this one. Only 4 hits for the West as a team. A starting pitcher for the East going 3 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Taking a look at our pitching, Bill Pitt will take the dub. Pee Wee Matthews the loss. Ira Moore will get the save. Bill Pitt is your player of the game. Let's go ahead and save. Let's take a look at our standings. And oh my, I don't even have to look at the standings to know what we're about to see. Oh, we don't see that every day. This is my 4th season being involved with Prospect League. I've never usually we have a runaway at this point. This is going to be a fun rest of this. We are actually technically pretty much halfway through the season. Um in fact, we are exactly halfway through this season of Prospect League. We do 54 games in the regular season. Um well, I know what you're referring to, Daedalus. So last season, the top 3 were pretty much squished together. But one team was like 5 or 6 games back. I don't think I've ever seen halfway through the season, literally all 4 teams within 1 game of each other. See, because what you're referring to, 3 of them, the top 3 were, but there was one team a few games back. I don't remember which team it was, so don't quiz me on it. But let's take a look at our league leaders. Brandon Zahn is up for the triple. I don't know if we've ever had a triple crown in Prospect League. Now Brandon Zahn's a legacy player. But right now, and I was looking during, and I mean because last season we had somebody, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Colton James. When we were moving the file over, moving it over to the next season, somehow Colton James ended up with like a home run power that was like, gosh, it's like almost maxed out. But no, everything looks right with Brandon Zahn. So this is just something crazy going on here. I mean, he's leading mostly everything. Um, I'm looking for so Ashley Joanna Williams tied for third in Prospect League with in RBIs with 16, second in home runs with 7. Taking a look elsewhere, Bass Reeves third in the league in runs scored. Razmataz Buckshank tied for 5th. And then for we have anybody we haven't had many prospects steal a lot of bags in this season of Prospect League. But I don't see anybody else. I mean, I do see Williams for ISO. So I'm glad you brought that up, Shni. So one thing I do want to make sure is very clear when it comes to Prospect League. So this file is completely separate from the main PBE file. If your player does not do good in Prospect League, please take it with a grain of salt. This is really just as I don't want to use the word filler because I thoroughly enjoy Prospect League, and it's nights like tonight is why I love doing Prospect League and being involved. Um, but yeah, if your player does bad, don't take it the wrong way. But I know what you're talking about because I know you're from the I know you're from the Backyard Project fellow affiliate AZ Axel. So I know you know OOTP very well. I trust me. I being a fellow OOTP affiliate, I get it. I get it. But welcome on in. That we were just talking about that, Fetty. We were literally just talking about that because we have Brandon Zahn here going for the triple crown. And no, he's not buggy. Like he's not buggy. So It's just Zahn doing his thing. Yeah, if you know, you know. Let's look at pitching. Jay Blanco, despite having a rough stream, still leading in the ERA battle, 1.25, but Joe Kelly sneaking in there in fifth. Um, as far as wins go, Blanco tied for third, Exos, and Shrub top two in saves. Exos has one more save than Shrub. For F War, Blanco, Yahound, Kelly, and Shrub 2, 3, 4, and 5 for F War. Blanco still has the only complete game in this season of Prospect League. Joe Kelly leading in strikeouts with 44. Wombat Jones not far behind with 41. Yahound with 39. And Jay Blanco with 38. So an interesting battle brewing there. Um, and then I see Kelly and Hound, as well as Jones, showing up in the strikeouts to walk ratio leaderboard. And Wombat Jones, I mean, if you're leading in strikeouts, I sure as heck hope you're leading in strikeouts per nine, almost one whole strikeout per nine over second place. Um, Walks per nine, you Hound and Kelly in the top six there as well. Um, let's see, for whip, Joe Kelly, second. Blanco is in fourth. Fifth, Hound is in second. Blanco third. Kelly in fifth. And then Blanco and Kelly fourth and sixth for Babbitt. And then Blanco in third, Kelly fifth for opponent average. Blanco, considering they are the ERA leader, also leaning ERA plus. If you're an R War guy or gal, Blanco leading with two, Kelly in fourth with 1.3, Shrub sneaking in one exactly. Shrub does have more shutdowns than Exos, 7-6. And then Shrub does tied for the lead with holds at 3. Kelly is the only create so far with 5 quality starts, but Yahound not far behind with 4. So that's your rundown today on that. I will get this I will get my part of this done. And I did promise some tips. I promised some tips. I got pinged. Oh, okay. Not important. All right. Let's get that done. I promised I would throw in a tip at the end of the stream for those who are new to our wonderful league. So let me get into the form real quick. I did promise I would do an update. I'll show y'all, how to go about doing an update if you've never seen it, especially if you've never seen the updater tool. So let me go ahead and flip this. Oh, huh. Was I on that? Oh, no, I know why. There we go. Wrong thing. All right. We're here in the forums. What I like to do, this is just me, really. I like to open mine in another tab. I go to options here, find my posts. Now, granted, this week's gonna be easy. I don't even have to go this way, but just to show you. So these are all the posts I've done. For now, for this update, I really only have one, or actually, you know what? No, I have two things. Hang on. I skipped a step in our last stream. Um, Definitely want to make sure you invest in your training. Definitely want to make sure you invest in your training. Now, for you all wonderful people, since you're not on a team yet, and I know some people have gone in here and done it already. The unassigned player transactions. I am on a team though, so where am I? Cancun, Cancun, Cancun. There we are. So let me get this in because this will be part of my update as well. Your prospect league stream tip of the day, or I guess this is more than one tip, but you know what I mean. There we go. All right, and then now I'll go back to where I was. All right, let me go back here and here. Yeah, so that was my weekly train for the week. Now keep in mind since I am not a rookie, I can do the +5 for the million. You all would not be able to do that until you're drafted. So basically, not this upcoming season, but the following season. Um, you can do the 1 million if you want to and can afford it. For now, and during your rookie season in the minors, you can only do the $500,000 weekly training, which would still get you 3 TPE. 3 TPE can, especially in your rookie season, you can do a lot with 3 TPE. You can get some stuff improved going about it that way as well. But I got my posts here. I'm gonna go back here. The reason why I do this is because if you click the creator tool, unless you do right click, open a new tab. If you click it naturally, it's just gonna stay in the same tab, which is why I do that. Oh, not creator tool. Ah, I was helping someone with the creator tool earlier today. That's why it's on my mind. We want the updater tool. There we go. So I'm a pitcher. So this link right here, I should go over this. So thankfully, if you use it on desktop, it does keep it there. So you don't have to do this every time. But if you don't know what link to put here, let's go ahead and go back into the form real quick. I'll show you what you would need. So for you all, um, you would want to go to, where is it? Unassigned, and then it would be under draftees. This is that page that you all made when you created your player. This is the link that you need. I'm I'm not picking on you, Shani. You just so happen to be on the top. All you would do, you can either click this or you can copy it from up there. Either way works. You just copy this link and also make sure it is to your roster page and not your update page. It's not going to work. So you definitely need this particular page, the one that you all created at the onset, and you would just put it here. I'm not going to put it there because I'm doing my update, but that's what link you'd be looking for. So I'm going to click get link. So make sure all this is correct, which for me it is. So I'm going to click yes. And then do you want to put input links? Yes, I do. Very important. I know somebody in the rookie chat, rookie Discord mentioned this, making this mistake. Do make sure you check these boxes on the left side. So I'm putting in activity check and my weekly training, and I think that's it for now. Yep, that's it for now. So because and usually I wait till everything is out and I do this, but on Friday, it's going to be a nice little lead into the other tip that I'll have for y'all in terms of, well, what if you create an update and you want to change it, but you haven't been updated yet? So that's your teaser for Friday's stream. And then so we're on activity check 323. Yeah, 323. For weekly training, it would be the same thing, 323. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to, you know what, this is first. I'm going to click on that. Honestly, you can even just copy that link and it should work. But just to show you, I'll do this, copy that link, go back to my tab. That was my weekly training. Go ahead and paste it in there. And then activity check. I just saw it. There it is. Or, yep, nope, that's it. I got lost for a second. I was like, wait a minute. It was Christmas that was worth 6. This one's back to normal, worth 3. So I got those in there. So, and make sure this now for weekly training, do make sure you change this to 3. If you do buy the weekly training, just keep in mind you can only do the 500,000 for now. But for now, this is what I got. I'm gonna click submit. Now I know I'm gonna have more than 8 TP to play with once the final claims come out. But for now, I got 12 to spend because I got 4 in my bank. This all looks correct. So what I'm gonna do, and honestly, this is also why I like doing this stream now because it doesn't matter where I put this; it's gonna be different anyway heading into next season. So I'm just gonna throw in, you know what? And honestly, I can edit it later. I'll throw it all there. So I put it on my cutter. I got 12 here. Make sure this always says 0 unless you do intend on banking. All I'm gonna do now is click Update Me. Gives me this. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to my update page, which for you all would be in the unassigned for now. Once you're on a team, then you're gonna go pretty much the direction I'm going, which is to my team. I'm gonna click on Updates. I'm gonna go to My Updates, and I'm gonna do a reply. And we're gonna go here, and I'm just gonna straight up copy. Now, one thing I do like to do, and I do recommend you do this at least for the first, few updates. I like to click preview post, and I'm just going to right click on my links, make sure they go to where they need to go. So there's my activity check, and there's my training. Um, Now, keep in mind, activity check, weekly training, you can always claim those immediately. You don't need to wait. Once we get into regular season, the form game, the FG, is also another thing that you can claim immediately. So keep those in mind, and then keep in mind there are other tasks that you can do that I know I've seen Punk and Enoch and all those wonderful guys throw out in the rookie Discord. So I won't go too far in depth in those, but just be aware there are some where you do have to wait for somebody to grade it before you can go in and claim it. But usually you will get tagged in the forums once that does happen, so you are aware. Um, Once that does actually happen, you go ahead and claim it. But my links look good. I'm going to go ahead and add it. And I've just done my update just like that. I didn't even time myself. I think that was less than 10 minutes. Now, granted, first few, like, I'll give you like yours truly. I messed up on links my first few updates. If you make a mistake, don't freak out. Everything's gonna be okay. Just your GMs will definitely help you out with that, and anybody else in your locker rooms, or even just people in general in the community. I've not ran into anybody in the community that you know didn't want to help out if they were asked. It's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, you're on XYZ team, I'm not going to help you. Thankfully, we don't have those people, so everybody's pretty helpful. It's never a bad thing to ask questions. But that's my tip of the day for you all. I've done part of the update. I will get the standings in the Discord, the prospect Discord as well. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me streams coming up. Streams excuse me. Tells you I've been talking too much. Streams coming up. We do have AJ with the semifinals tomorrow. I believe that was at 7 Eastern. Just double check here. Yep, 7 Eastern tomorrow night for the semifinals. Will be AJ and Chadwick in the booth. We'll be back at you Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will not be alone in the booth. It'll be me and Chadwick. So Chadwick working 2 days in a row this week. But then Saturday is World Series Saturday. Rabid Sponge will be taking you through the afternoon Minors World Series at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then Lumosity Fan will have the nightcap, the main event, the Majors World Series at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we head into next week, our final week of Prospect League, Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be me and Chadwick in the booth. And then Tuesday will be the Tahini. I don't have the time in front of me. So I will make sure to follow up on that time next time I talk about it. But Tahini is also next week, Tuesday. And then Wednesday, the 10th, Prospect League at 7 p.m. Eastern with me in the booth. Thursday, the 11th, is the Major League Draft. And then we've pretty much sum it all up with Friday the 12th. We call it the Rookie Showcase. To you all, it's the Prospect League Playoffs. And then Saturday the 13th, it'll be me and a few other of my GM friends. We'll be going at it in the minor league draft, giving you all the results, giving you all your homes. And then the final stream of the season of this season will be the award stream, which I will be your MC for as well. I believe I'm not even gonna quote myself on time. I want to say I put 2 p.m. Eastern for that stream on Sunday, but um, let's get. In fact, let me peek on over Shaq and Co. Okay, wait. So oh, let me just make sure where okay, good. Everything is okay. So I know where we're raiding, but before I raid, who is Shaq and who is Kobe? There's only one correct answer to this question. We didn't have a chance to ask the booth today, but I'm going to ask the chat. And then a follow up to that is if you're going to say LeBron and Wade, which one am I in that case? Wrong answer. Wrong answer. First of all, I'm not tall enough to be Shaq. And second of all, Kobe Bean Bryant is like the best player ever in NBA. That's my hot take for the stream. All right, before I get in trouble, we're gonna rate on in. We're talking about World Series streams. You know what? I'm okay with you calling me LeBron. I'm a Lakers fan in real life, so it took me a while to get over the fact that we had LeBron. Meanwhile, we're rating into a special stream. We're talking about World Series going on for us this weekend. We're rating on into a World Series stream. I believe it's Game Three, Game Four. I beg your pardon. Um, it is the EMLB World Series. Our great friend Kamish LB. Um, it is Game Four of the World Series between the Pirates and the Angels. Pirates are up 3 games to 0 in this World Series. They are looking to clinch on the road in LA. And currently we'll be raying on into this game right about the halfway point. It looks like it's 2-1 in favor of the Pirates in the top of the fifth. So we'll be rating on into let's show the Kitty Ninjas some love. They've shown us love. Friends, have a great night. It was such a fun night of baseball. Hopefully you all will join us tomorrow for more playoff baseball and then more Prospect League on Friday. Take care of one another. Have a good night. Let's go watch some more baseball.